Hello there, and I got something cool to show you on another episode of ICA. Now, I know a lot of us have got things, in our backyard that we're not really aware of. That's why I dig to see what I've actually got. And you would not believe some of the fossils that I've actually found behind my own house. And I've got people that I know, well, one person that I know, luckily, that can tell me what these things are. Because, I don't know what these are. They tell me and I'm like, wow, no way, because I didn't even think they had stuff like that back then. But they do. Or they did. You see, at the flea market, there's this guy named Tennessee Jones. That's right. That sells arrowheads and stuff. That, a lot of people say that the stuff he sells ain't real, but I don't know anything about that. But anyways, he is a very knowledgeable man about fossils. Tennessee Jones told me exactly what all these are, and I'm here to share them with you today. I know from the best. First off, let's look at some of these amazing fossils. This right here, check this out. This right here is a piece of a fossilized disco ball. You see, I didn't think disco was around, back a million years ago, but evidently it was. People were listening to disco, rock, whatever, maybe techno, punk, I really don't know, but they were listening to different things, and, disco was one of them. And this right here proves it. This piece of this fossilized disco ball from like I don't know, he said it was like maybe a million years old, shows that they were getting down and, boogie nighting it, you know what I mean? Studio 52 or whatever it was. This right here is cool though. A piece of a disco ball. You don't see stuff like this every day. Pretty neat though. I never thought that they had stuff like that long ago. You can even see some of the sparkles that were still in it. Like look, turning around. This must have meant that they had lights too, in the caves when they were partying. They had disco balls and lights, and they had it going on. Let's move on to our next fossil. Now, this right here is a cool one. I'll get that one. According to Tennessee Jones, this right here is a fossilized Arby's sandwich, he thinks. Maybe Hardee's. It can't be from McDonald's because they never made anything this big. But this sandwich right here, it looks like somebody kind of bit off some of it, and just said, and laid it down, and over time, it just turned into this hard rock that you see. See, look at this thing right here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat, actually. You can kind of see where they did this right here with it. But I didn't think the fast food was around 1.5 million years ago. But evidently, Tennessee Jones it was. This right here proves it. Now, I'm thinking maybe if I dig deeper and harder or whatever, I might be able to find some fries or a shake or, even a Happy Meal, I don't know. But he thinks that this is Arby's, Hardee's, I'm not sure. But it sure is a big sandwich, whatever it was. This right here could have filled you up, I'm sure. This is just part of it, though. I wonder if, it don't smell like nothing. You can't, thaw it back out and eat it, but it's just cool that you've got, this piece of history. Let's move on. Alright. Now, this is the one that really gets me right here. I thought this was just a little rock, but according to Tennessee Jones, this is a fossilized Switch game. I thought that Atari was one of the first game systems that come out like in the 70s, but evidently not. Evidently they had things that I didn't know that Nintendo waited that long to release their stuff, but evidently like somewhere around almost 2 million years ago, according to my resource, they had these. I figure if they had, they were playing like, little stick games or something, but evidently they had arcades. There must have been something. There must have been some kind of computer, some kind of, if they had switches back then, I don't know who ran the internet service back then, but they had it going on somewhere, I guess. I mean, this is kind of cool when you look at it, though. I don't know what game this is because the label's worn off of it. But I'm sure it was something good. You know, maybe it was Caveman Games or something. I don't know. Or Super Mario Brother, Mario Kart. But to see a game this old, you know, I thought the flea market sold old games. This right here blows them all away. This is the oldest Switch game I've ever seen. It's actually turned into a rock over about 2 million years ago. Pretty interesting, but we're gonna hang on to this one too and move on to our next fossil. Now this right here is pretty neat. According to Tennessee Jones, this right here is a stress reliever. You know, people sit around, they get mad, or you know, something's going on in life and it's all tough, and you know, and they're sitting there and they get these stress relievers. Well, according to him, this thing right here is a very, very old, you know, he said 1.7, I can't remember all the numbers, but it's old, okay? And this right here is a stress reliever that, you know, he was squeezing, you know, he, Caveman, somebody, and her maybe, we never know, and you know, trying to release some stress, mad, you know, chilling out, and then just laid it down in this shape right here, as you can see, look at it, see the little curve. And they just laid it down like that. And weather did its thing over, you know, bazillions of years and turned it into what you see right now. Pretty neat. You know, I thought this was just a bunch of rocks, man, but I'm glad that I know people that can, you know, tell me what's going on and what I've really got. You know, sometimes you think people will tell you the wrong thing, but nah. Not these guys at the flea market. They wouldn't do nothing like that. Now, remember, fossilized sandwich, very, very old. You know, of course, the tension stress thingy. Old disco ball. Remember, they were discoing up back in the caveman days. Maybe Neanderthal, maybe whatever they're called. I really don't know names of any other cavemen. It's been a long time since I've watched the Discovery Channel. And Switch game. Alright, now I'm going to dig more. And I'm hoping I can find more cool things to accessorize what I've already got. Hopefully I can do that. And maybe, you know, some lights with the disco ball. Stress reliever, I don't know. Maybe they had like some kind of a yoga ball or something. I mean, that'd be pretty big. Maybe, I don't know how you'd fossilize that, but you know, the sandwich, you know, we're going to try to find some fries and drink and, you know, more proof of there was fast food back then, you know. We're going to try to find some kind of, you know, something to go for restaurant thing. And of course with the game, I'm going to try to find a controller and actual Switch itself. Then I'm just going to have a whole museum in my own house of nothing but fossils. That's what it's going to be, and that's all it's going to be. It's going to be neat. And you can be able to come in here and see all the amazing fossils. As soon as I get them, I'm going to box them up and take them back to my friend, Tennessee Jones. Alright people, remember, you have just been watching Igor's Cable Access, where we learn about anything and everything. And remember something, kids. That's right. Just remember something. Never forget it. This is Igor's Cable Access.